in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the California Golden Bears, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So California's offense will have the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback.
Free up the gut. Past the touchdown, Golden Bears. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Washington State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in.
Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
To the air on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Golden Bears are on the move. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw again. Snags it. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Making side adjustments here. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Brown will throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's James. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Brown wants to pass. It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's James. At the 20, he's got space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They'll run play action. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Turning it on. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Golden Bears trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cal! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road. They'll get this drive going from the 17.
from the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Brown will throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. With that last one, the extra point is blocked. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
34, Washington State, 0.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Pulls and fires complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Reads it, fires complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slithers into space.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just a short pass to the tight end. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown wants to pass. Going for the big play. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Finds a seam. The 10. Touchdown, Cal. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the returner will be dragged down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Gets it past the marker.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dumps it to the back. Caught. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And the returner is stopped. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Quick release on the RPO. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And the Cougars headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meredith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A strike downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. What could go wrong did in the 1st half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Brown will throw it. Extending the play. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cal! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. A lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Cougars. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Off the play fake on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Brown wants to pass. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Golden Bears want to move quickly. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Woods. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Brown will throw it. This time on target. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Golden Bears want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Finds his tight end. Marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going up top again. Using the quick game. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 43. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. Off play action. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Golden Bears are in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Now the play fake. He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Lining up for the PAT. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks.
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, better look out. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This time they'll go to the running game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gives it on the option. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way. The 10 to the 8.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dough.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for...
Makes the grab on the big throw. He's loose on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Wants to fire on second down. Complete. Stumbled to the ground.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Tight end now in motion. Ashington State going back to work on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Nice move to keep running. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Second down coming up. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He's looking to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good...
Lets it fly! And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Going over the top. Makes the grab inside the 30. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
On the run, it's Woods. Fighting off the defender.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Plows through the defense. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's a